All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Sean Connor. I am Lysandra's fiance. And down in Miami, we own the #1 brow salon, permanent makeup salon in Florida called the Brow Effect. So if you're seeing this video right now, you're in one of our trainings or you're in our groups, or I've sent this to you directly. So listen, you want to pay attention what we're about to show you over the next 10 minutes. So as you guys know, like when I do my marketing for our salon and for our training, I get approached by a lot of people, but the team that I'm going to show you now, Jason and Jeremy, I'll let them introduce themselves. These are hard hitters in the SEO space, and we have an offer, or they have an offer that you absolutely cannot refuse, and an offer that I wish I had when Lysandra and I had our big salon, 0 clients, and just bills piling up every single day. So you want to pay attention. You guys know we bring only the best with all of our training, all of our resources. So pay attention over the next 10 to 15 minutes. And Jason and Jeremy, I'll give it up to you guys.
Awesome. Thanks for the introduction, Sean. My name is Jeremy. I've been in the digital marketing space for about 12 years now. I actually work directly at Google and GoDaddy and manage a lot of different accounts. So I'm more on the advertising side of things, but I've been building websites, running SEO and Google Ads for a long time, and partnered with Jason on many clients. We've actually worked with like Fortune 500 clients, worked with a lot of different plastic surgeons, medical spas, you name it. Every industry, we probably ran campaigns for it, and really good at what we do. And we actually developed our website, BrowStudios.com, where we partnered with you. And then Jason handles more of the SEO side. I'll let him kind of jump into his expertise.
Yeah, so I've been, hi everybody, my name is Jason. I've been in the digital marketing space now for about 14 years. And my forte is really digital marketing, search engine optimization, Google Maps optimization, really getting you traffic at no cost to you. So unlike Google Ads, when you have to pay to show up, my specialty and expertise is getting the website to appear without having to pay Google each time somebody clicks on your website. So Jeremy and I essentially launched a website, BrowStudios.com, as he mentioned, and we've built an amazing asset where you could essentially piggyback off of all the work we've done. So Jeremy will be more than happy to sort of showcase some different results that we currently have right now and how that could actually benefit you.
Yeah, so this is our site right now. We're building this. We actually just started building this about a month and a half ago, and we already have about 1,200 visitors a month, and we have all of these different location pages. So we have about 12 different artists or so that we're already currently generating appointments for. And so we offer like microblading and ombre brow appointments, and we'll generate all of the business for you. We'll actually have an entire support staff for lead nurturing to make sure that we answer all of the questions. We have all of the disclaimers, the same disclaimers that Sean has, that we wanted to make sure that you guys are not, we don't want to waste any of your time. And so any of these booked appointments, they're going to be paying a deposit up front, so to reserve that spot, as well as they're going to be aware that they can't be pregnant before they get microblading or ombre brows, or they can't have skin conditions, things like that. So we have all those disclaimers as well. And so this is, if you feel free to go to BrowStudios.com, this is a domain that is very powerful in the space. This is the homepage. We have really good before and after pictures that, look here, we've got good reviews, all of these different locations. And so, for example, let's say the Miami page here, we have different artists in Miami that we highlight. We have Lysandra, Adriana, Patricia, all of these different artists in different areas of Miami, as well as some other locations as well. And then we have the artist pages in here. And
so just to touch base on why this is important, guys, if you go to Google, how Google operates is Google really is a search engine that wants to give you the most relevant results that's closest to you. For instance, if you type in pizzeria near me, obviously you don't want a pizza place that's going to be 45 minutes or an hour away. So what Jeremy and I do is we create these city pages which house all of these artists inside the city pages. If you go to google.com, which I'm sure Jeremy will go to right now, you can do any sort of search like Brow Studio near me. is one example. So here's Jeremy that searched it, Brow Studio near me. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the first result, second.
So we're already getting rankings here. So I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but it might look different where you are. But we are ranking first page for Brow Studio near me. And then I also did a bunch of other searches as well. So for like microblading Fort Lauderdale, we're ranking on the first page for that as well. Microblading West Kendall, Kendall Microblading, Brow Studios, Powder Brows in Palm Beach Gardens, page 1 for that as well too. And then Powder Brows in Davie as well. We actually have, you know, ranked the artist page for that. So
can you click on that, Jeremy, so we can show the So we want to show you guys what are we offering. So what we're offering is to do a few different things for you. The first thing is, this is your actual artist page. This is going to highlight yourself, a bio about your studio, a bio about yourself. It's going to showcase your before and afters, the services that you provide, really everything about you, and it's totally customized. So all of these pictures were provided to us by Ashley, and our graphic designer is the one that essentially created those before and afters. Jeremy, if you scroll up a little bit so people can see it. Exactly. So this is the before and afters. Again, these are all of your before and afters. We'll take them from you. Our designer will create them to look just like this, beautiful and consistent. We don't want to have everybody else's logos on it because then it looks different and it just looks sloppy. So you guys will notice that this website looks very clean, modern. We get compliments on it very, very frequently. So the graphic design is included. There's a one-time setup fee to do this for you guys. It's $500 and that's it. So traditional agencies, just like my own, we have traditional clients who pay us $500, $600, $900 a month for SEO. We're not asking for any monthly recurring ongoing expense. It's a one-time expense of $500. What does that include? Again, the artist page that you're looking at. So Ashley right now is ranking in Davie. I believe Powder Brows Davie, if you Google that, Ashley's page is on page 1 of Google. And then you'll go to here. What is that? That's the artist page. Now you also get a city page. So the city page is like, let's say you're in Atlanta, Georgia. We don't have an Atlanta page yet. Jeremy, click on just any one. These are city pages. And you'll notice that after these before and afters of any artist that's in that general vicinity, there's going to be 1,000 words of content. That's right. We write 1,000 words of content. If Jeremy scrolls down, you'll see that there is a lot of content. There's a table of contents. So if anybody's wondering, hey, what does microblading cost in Kendall? How do I find the best brow bar? How do I choose my artist? How do I book online? So all of these things are all done for you. We write this content, and this is how we rank the websites on Google that Jeremy just shared with you before on his screen. And Jeremy, if you wouldn't mind, if you can scroll up just a little bit, what I would like to show everybody, keep going a little bit further up, a little bit further. There you go. Just click book now on anybody. So we're also going to be setting up your Acuity. This is a very important point where there's going to be zero confusion. In other words, we're never going to double book because we ask for your Acuity login information. We'll create a new appointment type. We'll import this booking policy, which we could always send to you later, or Sean can send it to you after this video. It's a very fair booking policy, and this is how it all works. So you pay us the $500 one time. We set up everything for the artist page, the city page. We send your images to our graphic designer for the before and after. We set up your Google Maps location, and we optimize that on a monthly basis, as well as the city page and your artist page. So there's a lot of work. It's $500 one time. What happens after that? So what we ask for to be compensated when we actually book you appointments is $150, because again, we're doing all the work on a monthly basis, but it's performance based. So if we have a horrible month and we get you nothing, you owe us $0. If we have a fantastic month and we get you 10 booked clients, then we get $150 times 10. That price does not go up according to what you charge. But do keep in mind, what we've seen historically so far is the artists that are in the $400 range to $500 range are doing a little bit better than the artists that charge $800, $900. We do think, though, that's because we need more images. So, guys, very important that you have a lot of before and afters. If you're asking for a larger sum for your services, you definitely want to showcase why you're worth that. If you just show 3 before and afters, it might be hard for somebody to say, okay, this is worth triple what another artist is offering. So just always keep that in mind. It's our goal to make everybody successful. There's a lot of searches. So some people ask, hey, how many artists are you guys going to take in each area? Just to give you a rough example, just in Miami alone, there's over 2,000 people a month searching for microblading. So there is room for everybody to get some appointments. So really that's how it works. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, Jeremy, feel free to hop in.
Yeah, so we'll also do the email marketing for you. We're running some aggressive social media accounts as well too to the website. And then also, going to be running ads in the future as well too. And so right now we're really expanding. Just think of this as being the Yelp for all permanent makeup artists. So if you're looking for a service, we're going to be ranking. This is just like I said, the first or second month that we've been doing this, we're already ranking on the page 1 for a lot of high profile type of keywords. And so as we keep growing this and keep adding content and links to this and advertising to this, this is going to be a huge database of site visitors. And so we're building this for the long term, 5-10 years from now. You only pay us one time the $500. And that's, you never pay us monthly after that. You just pay us when we give you booked appointments. And those booked appointments, just to secure them, we're going to get a $150 deposit right away as well too. So that way you're not out any money until that person comes in, and then you can charge them the additional balance.
Yeah, that's correct. I just want to reiterate that. So Jeremy's 100% correct, guys. There's 0% chance of losing money. So when we import your Acuity account, this is why we ask for your logins. Your Acuity is inside of our website. So when somebody clicks book now, we require a $150 non-refundable deposit just for that person to be able to get on your schedule. $150, and that's what we charge. So you get $150 from the client. We then take $150 from you, so that is $0. So you've gotten a customer for $0. There's 0% risk of losing money for that reason. That's why we did it like this. We want to make money with you, not from you. That's a very big difference in terms of how marketing has traditionally been with most agencies and clients. So we're doing things in reverse.
So the two things that we would kind of need just to be able to take you on as an artist on the website would be most importantly, do you have Acuity? Because that's going to be the easiest to integrate with your schedule. We never want to double book you. And, so that way, all of our artists are currently using Acuity. It's just really easy to integrate. We'll set everything up for you. If you're not currently using Acuity, but you're using, let's say, Google Calendar, we can help you set that up. That's not a problem. But that's the one thing that we want to make sure that you have. Number two, we also want to make sure that you have a good amount of before and after pictures as well. Like Jason mentioned earlier, that's going to be the make and break determining if someone's actually going to want to choose you compared to maybe another artist in your area or in another city. And then number three is, do you have the availability? Because we plan on growing this quite a bit over the next few months and few years. And so we just want to make sure that if we're sending traffic to your website, that you're able to at least take on a few different clients at least a week for that too, and if you have your own space. So we're looking for people that we can partner with for years to come. You can secure your territory. We're never going to take on two artists too close in vicinity to each other that way, unless we know for a fact that we can get them enough appointments as is. And so right now we're taking on 10 to 12 new clients, new artists here in this phase, probably for the next, for this month. And then next month we might take on another 10 or 15. So this is time sensitive. Please sign up. Sean's going to post a link to sign up or to apply. And then we'll call you to confirm, get your details and get your information. And this includes the national SEO as well as like the local maps SEO too, with the Bing and Google Maps. So we're going to help you rank on those with that too. And so there's a lot to offer with this, but just know that we're on your team, and we've been doing this for a long time. We know what we're doing, and we know what it takes to succeed. And so all that's required up front is just the $500, and we can get you started most likely in the next week or two.
Yeah, and if you guys don't mind if I chime in, I've been taking notes to this, even though I'm a part of the program. We kind of put this together. So look, guys, if you're watching this, what you're seeing right now is pay by performance. So like if you're dealing with an agency right now, they're running your Google ads, they're running your Facebook ads, they're doing your SEO. Have you ever gone to them and said, hey, you do the work if you're so good, and then I'll pay you when you get me a client. Like, there is not one company other than what Jason and Jeremy are doing that are saying, hey, you just pay us when we get you a client. Now, obviously there's a $500 setup fee, but I'll tell you right now, like $500, and I have spent thousands of dollars figuring all of this out on my own, even before I met Jason and Jeremy. My website was $6,000. Okay, you guys get a page bit out, a city page and an artist page, and they do a really good job. They do all they're doing. You're going to piggyback because you will have a page with not BrowStudios. You're piggybacking off all of the work that Jason and Jeremy are doing. So even when they're doing work that benefits other artists, it's going to benefit you as well. And you see they're already ranking for these pages. If you were to go and do SEO, okay, by yourself, and I'm speaking from experience, if you were to go do SEO by yourself for your own website, okay, it's like starting from scratch. It's probably going to take 1 to 2 years to get any success. I know it took me 2 years of banging my head against the wall through many companies. And guess what? I didn't pay that company a one-time $500. I was paying them $800 a month, all the way up to the last guy I work with, $1,500 a month. And guess what? That was whether I got clients or not. So,
And Sean, just to add to that too, is, we invite you to run your own advertising to your own website as well too. And that's the thing. We never want to take credit for any business that you already generate on your own, or any of our artists that are already generating, or any referrals, for example. Let's say if you had a client that got their brows done from you, maybe a month ago, and they referred their sister or their friend, we don't want to take any of the credit away from what you're currently already doing. We're just going to supplement the business that you're currently getting, and we're going to get you more appointments.
Yeah, and the one thing that I love is about this is like, hey, it's $500. I know in today's world, like when Jason and Jeremy we were talking and collabing, I was like, hey, listen, a lot of our students have been crushed and trying to get back on their feet, or just barely getting by we're still going through this pandemic, and who knows what's going on. So that's why we put this together. There's so much beyond of what Jeremy and Jason do beyond the $500 initial fee to get set up. Really, the $500 just shows you, hey, are you serious? And do you have some skin in the game? Because Jason and Jeremy, there's a ton of work that they put into building your pages, doing the SEO, setting up the Google page. Like, trust me, if it were that easy, I'd just do it myself. And it's not. But one thing I also like too is that they only take $150 a client. Now, for some of you that I say, don't think like a poor-minded person. Okay, I'm not saying you're poor financially. Don't think like a poor-minded person. When Lysandra and I had 0 clients in a big salon, I would have probably paid somebody $200 per client just to get me clients, because you got to understand the cost of what it's really taking. When I run social ads, social media and Instagram, it costs me about $130 to $150. When I average out the amount of clients we got with all the amount of ad spend that I get, that's about the cost. So, but the great thing is that even when you raise your price, Jason and Jeremy's fee is only $150. So one day you're going to be charging, like my wife or fiance, Lysandra, soon to be wife, she charges $1,050 for the first session. Okay. And guess what? Jason and Jeremy, instead of them just taking a percentage off the whole thing, it's still $150 no matter what you're charging. So for those of you looking at this, they can only take on X amount of clients at a time, because this is not a run-of-the-mill team where they just try to go for volume. And also they're gonna, eventually they're gonna cut off the cities eventually. Once because our goal is at the end of the day is to service the clients that they have. So that's my 2 tidbits. I think if you're watching this, and I'll let Jason and Jeremy finish up what they were saying, our experience has been great. They've already had success with students of ours. Now, this is not an overnight success type of deal. This is not get rich quick. Okay, Jason and Jeremy are working tirelessly every day to build the engine. So, but this is your chance to get on the ground floor of this, lock in your spot. And, you know, a lot of these pages that Jason and Jeremy are building out are going to be ranking. And Jason on the SEO side has been doing it for 14 years. So
Yeah, just to add to that, Sean, so something else that's really neat is touch-ups, guys. So we don't take anything from your touch-ups either. So as of right now, that's nothing that we're taking from. So that's just additional revenue in your pocket. So you get that initial, book them out 8-10 weeks afterwards, get that touch-up money too, then that's all yours. So there's nothing that we're currently taking for any sort of touch-ups. And that's what we're doing right now, just to help sort of kickstart, you know, you guys and make sure that you're making good money. You know, we're making good money. We're compensated fairly. So our whole motto is if everybody wins, it's a good thing. So that's what we're trying to do here. And Jeremy has the website up, browlaunch.com. So if you guys are interested, if any of this sounds interesting that we were speaking about, feel free to go to the website in the upper right-hand corner, click apply now. We'll reach out to everybody in the order that they were received. We feel that's the fairest way of doing this. And again, you know, we do, we're very excited to touch base with all you guys and work with you.
Yeah, and if any of you guys have questions, go put in your information, browlaunch.com, and then when Jason and Jeremy or a member from their team get in touch with you, have your questions written down, have your concerns written down. But, you know, listen, my experience with Jason and Jeremy has been nothing but beyond professional. And when they came to us about providing something for our students, I'm very protective of my students, because guess what? If I you know, refer them, you know, some crappy guys, you know, on the side of the street that just got out of college and it doesn't work for them, that falls on us. So Jason, Jeremy, I just want to thank you guys for putting this together. Like, this is going to be a game changer for a lot of students, especially in today's world with the pandemic and the economy and everything going on. So, you know, this is going to be a godsend for people in the permanent makeup.
Well, we're here for the long term. We're here to, you know, really partner with a team and grow this very, very large. So we're excited, and we look forward to speaking with you.
Cool, guys. Go to browlaunch.com, put your information in, and get ready to open up your books.
Thanks so much, Sean. We appreciate it.